Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we continue our entry level to Megabase, where we in the last episode just got all of our nice rocket fuel up and running. In today's episode, I very much want to focus on some of the earliest items you can make, pretty much copper and iron plates, as you will need about 150,000 iron plates and about 120,000 copper plates per minute to run a 2K science per minute base. So if you think that's a good idea, do remember to leave a like on the video. If you're new to the channel, do remember to subscribe as well and join me on Twitch. We are having a blast there with our community server at the moment, so feel free to jump in on that. All the information is on Discord. So in between episodes, I did one small little change. I changed my science grid here to consume pretty much 2K science per minute, because I want to use it as a measuring stick for our base. So by having this, we can kind of start to see where our bottlenecks are at. We can see our production statistics, what is lacking and such, and use that as something to go for. So that means that, like I said, in today's episode, we'll look at iron and copper, as that is one of the main components going in. And we have our mining productivity to just keep producing, giving us everything we need. So expanding out iron and copper at this stage of the game is quite easy to do. Let's just expand out our iron first. We have one massive grid, that is the one we'll be expanding, and then we have I think one smaller one right here. That's also producing a bit, but not that fast. So to get to the 150k iron that we need, if you didn't look at this one, that produces about 30k, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, about 30k per minute. That means we'll need pretty much 5 of these around the base. So the easiest way to do that is pretty much just do this. Let's take this blueprint. Let's take the change up names as well, so they keep their configuration. And let's place this down 4 more times around the base, and we should be good. Like I've said, I'll place them quite strategically around the base, so the ore is as close as possible to kind of minimize the travel time. At least that's what I'm hoping. So why don't we place one, let's just say one here, that's one. Let's do one over here as well. 2. And we can do one here. We have one there as well. 2, let's do one more so we have, because now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have an iron reduction here as well. Then we just need number 5. And could we just place it here in case we expand out this way in the future? Let's try something like this. That should be everything we need for 150k iron. Each of these does require, let's just check quickly, does require about 400 speed modules and 300 productivity. So it is rather expensive to make. Luckily, we have been buffering it a bit. So down here we have 2k productivity modules and 2.4k speed, with it slowly backing up. So that consumes about half of what we have in store down here. Robots are going crazy. Ooh, might not have enough furnaces for all of it. Oh well, I know I don't have enough, but because I don't think we're buffering enough for it. So let's just solve that. Let's take a train back to our base just to fix it. Here, please go to our mold, and that will increase the speed on our furnace production. Also, I don't like waiting, and I know with what we're placing down now and what we need in the future, we'll need quite a few more. Let's see our little robots work, and we have our furnaces. Where are you? Am I blind? There we are. Okay, over here. You can in theory do to here, because we know we'll have to make steel setups in the future. So let's do this. There. They can't take productivity, but they can take speed. If we do that, then a robot should get it in fast enough to get him producing a bit quicker. As long as we have enough. Ooh. Look at that. Our robots are trying to do their thing. We did max out our power consumption because we have pretty much every single robot available doing its thing. Holy moly. That seems pretty decent. At least we know where we're building things. That's always good. And the rest will slowly but surely get filled in as we go. Crossing train tracks. Good. Let's also increase this one. We have that already. That's all just being consumed. And let's increase the speed of you. Might as well do that on a few of them. Hopefully that will give us enough to make this move. And the robots are slowly powering down again. That means we hopefully have enough power to get through the night. Because we are consuming 6.3 gigawatts of power. Yeah, look, solar down here, almost nothing. So that seems good. But it's nice being at a point of the game where we can just expand out this way to get everything going. And this is why I love the robots. They'll just kind of build it for us. We already have ore going in, already starting the production with outputs. Just lacking a bit before all of what's it called, the modules get in, but it's fine. It can just kind of produce and deliver it out wherever it's needed. Yeah, that's looking pretty decent. Do you also consume all of our beacons? Yeah, we still have a lot in storage, that's fine. So I'll just give them a few seconds to catch up. As you can see, our power is a bit lacking as it stands. So you might want to set up more nuclear as well while we're at it. We do have a few spots. We do have robots available. So what if we add in... I'll add in 2 nuclear here. Let's just check. Nuclear. Nuclear power. 1. 2. We have room for a third as well. Let's just check. Yes, that is room for that. We have a bit we have to fill in, but that we'll do afterwards. Let's do this. Over here, and that is fine. You can go in as well. And then we will add in 3 more nuclear. We do know we'll need about 9 gigawatts just to run the base, and with the robots as well. We'll need a bit more, so I think this will be fine. Yeah. Look at that. Everything's running. We'll probably lack trains right now as we don't have enough. That's something we want to expand out as well. You've probably seen it quite a few times, how we expand out trains, but I just want to add in some more. Just to make it go, as that is one of the main things I'll be running now. So let's see here. You. Let's take one that's actually waiting in the depot. But he's going to a depot. Let's see, heading to depot. Yes, you're fine. I'll steal you. Trains, take that away. Go to our little train area. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What if we just add in 6 more? Let's do one over here. Okay, so that's going to give us 7 more iron ore trains to go and collect resources for us. While the rest is getting built. And at one point the robots have time to build it. But look at that, look at the base just work. Productivity is getting done, still running. Oh, it's still running very, very smoothly. Let's have a look. There goes the trains. That is the ore trains, that's perfect. And let's say you can go to depot, depot, and there, and then these two. And then all of these will go out into the world, collecting more iron ore to use for our new production. Look at them go. I'm so looking forward to seeing this base run with this many trains. We're using the same setup in our community server. We're gonna build a grid like this to launch rockets into space, build space stations and such. So that's gonna be very good. So jump on over to Twitch and watch me there. Or jump on Discord for more information. Well, let's see, that was all of you. You are building up very nicely as well. So is this one. So we added in the 150k iron ore, or iron plate production. The power is right on the edge, but I want to add in, oh, it's filling in, because I want to add in the last copper as well. Right now we have 1 copper producing here. I'm quite sure that's the only copper production we have, except the small one right here. So we'll need 3 more of those being built as well. And yeah, let's get our robots to do their thing. Let's grab you to there. Train stop names. Train fuel. That seems fine. Changes names, entities, and modules. Good. And let's see, where do you want these? We have one here. We'll need a few down here to the south as well. We can have one there. That's 1, 2, 3. I'll do one right next to the iron one here. 3, and let's see, 1 more we need. And number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do the other one out here. So that should be everything we need for copper production. That will give us 120k copper plates per minute and give us 150k iron plates per minute. Oh, look at the robots go. Very good. Let's get this done as well. Just expand out some power while the rest is being built. That is almost landfilled in. Ready for nuclear power. And then we'll hook in the nuclear. And we need to fix the blueprint as well to include landfill for all parts of where they need to be placed. That's not going to be too bad. So let's fill them in. We will get the rest on top afterwards. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's going to give us 3 gigawatts more of power. Then we'll see where the hole's at afterwards, if there's still some water left. There. This is of course grid aligned as well, so we can do this, which is so good. Bit of water here, which is getting filled in. So I'll just remember to salt that before things goes badly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gonna give us at least 8 gigawatts of power. Look at the robots go. Oh, this is, if anyone was wondering what the Megabase part of the game looks like, this is a lot of it. Expanding out massively with huge numbers to support the science production. Look at all the trains go. That is looking very good. And they can't gridlock. Or deadlock even. Yeah, we should probably add in some more, what's it called, for these. Let's see, that's unloading. They're all working at the moment. It means we'll need more because nothing is standing by. And we want to have at least a bit buffered. Let's take you. And take you over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's add 6 more to make the throughput go, because we know each grid will take, each copper grid that is, will take about 6 trains per minute. So we do need to have a somewhat decent cycle time on these. Look at them go. Do we consume all the beacons? Yeah, they're probably just stuck in the air. That's looking fine. Because of lack of power. Oh yes, that's going to be an issue soon. And over here things are producing. Oh, look at so many charging. I love seeing robots in there. How's the UPS looking? We're set 60-60, running 2k science per minute. Same with UPS, even with robots in the air. So that is pretty good. To open this, you can press F4, and then you can see it in action. So it's pretty UPS friendly as it is right here. Train. And as I said earlier, if some of you didn't hear, the reason why I'm spreading it out this way is because of where the resources are at. Also not to get too much of a, what's called, demand on one depot by itself. We kind of want to spread it out a bit. For example, we'll have a depot right here in between. That will gather the trains from here. Go my minions. Let's power back. Almost is our nuclear power built. Let's just fill in the rest. There, and there. Good, so all of it should be built now. You're lacking power, that's fine, that'll get put in a second. Ooh, here goes all the nuclear things that's missing. We'll give them a bit of time to put in, or add in. Yes, here's the output in the middle of the forest. It looks kind of cool with the trees. That's why I keep him, when I don't have to redesign everything. So I'll just pause for a second, then we'll be back when the robots are done building this so we can see it in action. So the robots just got done building everything, and the base is running very, very smoothly. So we have copper ore going in, not enough, and I'll show you why in just a second. And we have a ton of copper plate going out. So as the last thing this episode, I just want to show you one thing in regards to how much we actually need more. So if you look here, this is a copper ore production. Right now it's maxing out at 45k, meaning we can't produce any more than 45k. We are consuming every patch we already have set up. So every bit of thing here is being consumed into a setup. The amount of copper ore we need to run this base runs up to just shy of 100,000. So we'll pretty much need to double the amount of ore patches we have delivering in. That'll be something we'll do on stream in the next couple of days, or at least sometime very, very soon. So we can actually get things up and running. But so far, things are moving along at a pretty nice rate. No bottlenecking, things are just moving. And I very much enjoy our current train setup. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you'll leave a like on the video, subscribe as well, and join me on Twitch, where we've been having a blast the last couple of nights in general. So thank you so much for tuning in, and a big shout out to my patrons. They are a big part of what I do and enables me to do it. So thank you to those guys as well. And with that, I've been Dgray, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.